What's up guys, remember to subscribe to this channel for more awesome Star Wars, Disney, and gaming content. Now on to the video. Hey guys, so on September 14th, EA/DICE finally released Chewbacca and Bossk movesets, and we finally got a look into how these heroes will be operating in Battlefront. So, without further ado, let's start with everybody's favorite Wookiee, Chewbacca. If you remember in a past video, I predicted Chewbacca and Bossk's abilities, and just like I said in the video, I'd probably be pretty spot on with the abilities for Chewbacca, because it's easy to see what they would do. So, Chewbacca's trait is going to be Furious Firing. Furious Firing is tied to his bowcaster. The higher the trait goes, the more explosive bolts you'll be able to shoot as Chewbacca, making him more dangerous as time goes on. Now, Chewbacca's first ability makes this trait even more powerful, because his first ability is multi-bolt, which doubles the amount of bolts you're firing. So for instance, if you have his trait leveled fully and you're shooting 4 explosive bolts, you can use multi-bolts to temporarily increase that number to 8, making Chewbacca just fire a wall of explosive bolts, making him super dangerous, which is awesome. Even if you don't have your trait fully leveled, so you can shoot 8 explosive shots, I'm pretty sure even using 2 or 4 explosive shots will still be just as devastating. Now on to his second trait, which I kinda guessed he would have something like this, and I figured they would make him a support, but Chewbacca can roar to improve himself and all allies around him on the battlefield. He can inspire rebel soldiers, giving them basically the Berserker trait and an extreme amount of damage for a limited time. Also, what makes this even better of an ability, Chewbacca is affected by the roar and gains the armor and damage, and other heroes will gain armor, which is amazing, especially when you play as weaker characters such as Luke or Leia or someone. Chewbacca can really give them that defense buff that they need to stay in the fight longer if they get encountered by the extremely strong Imperial heroes. He's definitely going to be a necessity on the battlefield, because the rebels are known for having weaker heroes at close range. And his last ability, I kind of called it again, but Battlefront was actually very unique in the way they customized both of these characters. I assumed they were going to have the typical melee attack that they always use, a dash or whatever, like Han's shoulder charge or whatever, but they actually changed it, and now Chewbacca has, for the first time in Battlefront, a ground pound slam, doing AoE damage. He basically smashes the ground like Hulk and does AoE damage to everyone around him, which is awesome. It's the first different melee in Battlefront that they've done, and I like it a lot. Now, Chewbacca's character himself, they have stated he will have a lot of health, more than most other heroes, which is accurate. And again, I did say that because he is a Wookiee, and Wookiees are known for being extremely tough. But what surprises me for Chewbacca is the fact that they are making him extremely offensive as well. I was leaning towards that they would be maybe another support class, but it's really awesome that they're making him tanky, but yet extremely strong. He definitely will be a game changer to Battlefield and might be one of the best heroes on the Rebel side yet. Sorry Lando, move over. That power blast ain't got nothing on Chewbacca's explosive bolts. And now we meet the Trandoshan bounty hunter Bossk, who, as I called, will have his playstyle treated as such of a hunter/predator. This fits who he is as a character, and also sticking with the line of fitting to him, he will be carrying the Relby V10, which will pack a little bit more of a punch than the soldier version that you know. Bossk's trait is Trandoshan regeneration. So basically, he gets health every time he gets a kill on a soldier or does enough damage to a hero that would equivalent to a kill. So basically, if you keep the trait up, you'll get more health the higher the trait goes. So you want to keep getting kills and kills and kills with him, obviously, to keep your health up in the battle. His second ability is micro grenades, which fits more with his canon Relby, because his Relby in the Clone Wars series and everything else he's portrayed in is a grenade launcher. But anyway, so he shoots those grenades and they will bounce around, so you have to kind of pre-aim your shots if you will. But they will explode if you directly hit an enemy, so that part is good. So using the micro grenades, Bossk will basically be able to clear out packs of troopers just like with Chewbacca's explosive bolts. Bossk's next ability is Predatory Instincts. This ability is unique and really defines his character. Bossk will have heat vision, faster cooldowns, increased damage, and increased sprinting speed, really changing the game for Bossk. And for the first time ever in Battlefront, this ability will be a toggle ability, meaning you can turn it on or off at any time. There's no cooldown on it. The only downside to this is the heat vision will blend the Imperials and Rebels together, making it harder for you to differentiate foe versus friend. The other downside to this is that flash grenades affect Bossk when he's using the heat vision more than any other character. So you gotta watch out for that too. But this is still a great ability. It enhances Bossk a lot more than Chewbacca's damage and armor buff. As much as I love that buff, extra sprinting speed, faster cooldowns, and increased damage, and heat vision, I mean, those are all great things, and it'll make Bossk a very fearsome predator on the battlefield. His last move, which is probably my favorite, is the Toxic Escape. So Bossk will leap in the air in the direction he was moving and drop a powerful Dioxis grenade where he was. And just like all heroes, this isn't an ordinary Dioxis grenade. It's a more powerful one, it's a bigger area of effect, and it's just great. And again, for the first time ever, it feels like there's a different kind of escape move than Sidious's escape or Luke's Saber Rush, because you're leaving a big grenade in your way, and that's just unique to Battlefront again. And just from some of these moves, it gives off the impression that Bossk is not going to be as tanky as Chewbacca. He's going to be more ranged. He's going to be more of a hit and run character, especially because you don't want to get hit. You want to keep that health regen up. So it seems like he's more going to fit the hunter profile of get in there, get some kills. If you take damage, get the health back with those kills, and get out of there again. And rinse and repeat to keep your health up and make sure you don't die as Bossk. So now that I've went over the official moves and traits of these characters, I want to go over my personal overview of them, which I am extremely impressed with DICE for this, because my predictions were solely based off the fact that a lot of the heroes were, I guess, in a way skinned. They had very predictable moves or similar moves to previous counterparts. But I feel like with Chewbacca and Bossk, just like Battlefront has been doing every time, I feel like they are an improvement upon everything else Battlefront has done. Just like every DLC that comes out, Battlefront keeps proving that they're getting more and more comfortable in the shoes of making this game. They keep improving upon things that people are upset about or didn't like. And when it comes to the heroes, they went out of their way with Chewbacca and Bossk. They are both unique heroes, and both extremely powerful in my opinion. And they really fit their counterparts too. Chewbacca's tanky, he does damage as he should. And Bossk is a hunter. He's more of a hit and run character, a predator, as he should be. And I feel like Battlefront DICE has done very well with making these characters this time around again, and sticking to what they should be, and giving us unique abilities, unique ways to use those abilities. And that, to me, that's great. I'm very excited to play as Chewbacca and Bossk. I think personally, as someone who likes support players, I'll probably like Chewbacca better, which will help because right now my favorite is Lando or Luke on the Rebel team. So definitely Chewbacca will probably be a new favorite for me. And I like Bossk as well. He just has some unique moves too, and I like the Predator style that he has, and the ability to regenerate health is freaking awesome and definitely unique. So that's great. I'm excited for the DLC. As a side note, I won't be able to stream the DLC immediately because I leave on vacation the same day it comes out. But I will be back to put some recordings up, and there will be a Let's Play on Chewbacca and Bossk before you guys know it. So, Thanks for watching the video, guys, and remember, through victory our chains shall be broken.